Season 2 of the Pat and JT podcast.
Oh man, I'm here at last. The first time, always gonna be the best. Come on!
Exclusively on the Hurrdat Media Network.
All right.
Twitter, it's Pat and JT, and also that's on Instagram and also on Facebook. You can find our podcasts anywhere you can find podcasts, and also on our Facebook page. So if you're at your office and want to just listen, podcast is on our Facebook page. Just click podcast tab.
Absolutely.
Pretty self-explanatory.
So I know we don't hit a lot of celebrity news. Every once in a while, something will grab our attention, and something grabbed my attention the other day, and we haven't had a chance to really talk about it. It's just been a few days ago. It seems like forever ago. Ever since I had my tooth done, that whole thing.
Getting knocked.
Oh, God.
Getting knocked
I have
out.
lost so much time.
Yeah.
And I feel like things happened like a week ago. And
So
it was
what's
just
that
yesterday.
conspiracy theory? Were you put under and then taken up by aliens, butt diddled, and your DNA is being extracted
my
right
DNA,
now?
that's the thing right there. Is I know they took my DNA. There's nothing I could do about it.
Right.
But yeah, John Carroll took me in to do that. Because you have to have a ride. I could have driven myself in, but then we had to figure out how to get the truck home. Right. Okay. Right. So anyway, so he came and got me. Hunter, I don't think I said a word on the way there because he just chatty, chatty Cathy.
Like, hey, John, what's up? And then the next word you said was, all right, thanks for dropping me off.
Pretty much.
See you in a couple hours.
So anyway, and I still have pretty good memory of everything that happened that day. I mean, as far as, I remember getting there, I remember getting my drugs. I remember sitting there waiting the 20 minutes, then I'd have the next little dose. And I remember going in and sitting down. I remember a lot more than
I bet you did. I know they say you fell asleep and you don't think you did. Yeah. When I had my root canal, I didn't think I fell asleep either. And the dentist after was like, no, we were trying to talk to you and you were sleeping. Yeah, I'm like, I did not fall asleep. Like, you totally did fall asleep.
But I do remember, getting a couple shots that I wish I didn't remember.
Oh, in your mouth? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mouth shots are the worst.
But overall, no, that's the only thing I remember of the procedure, though. And I know it took a while, and then went home, and then I don't remember much of anything.
Nighttime.
I think John stayed around long enough to make sure that because I had to let Jack out, but he wanted to make sure I didn't fall down the steps or anything.
And actually let Jack back in.
Yes. But I seemed to be functioning pretty well at that point, and I slept really well that night. And then, like I said, things that happened 2 days ago feel like they were a week ago.
Quick about Jack real fast.
Yeah.
A friend of Beth's at work, Heidi, has a German Shepherd. And they just adopted this German Shepherd. I think it's been 6 months maybe.
Aww.
It's an adult. I mean, it's big.
It's not they didn't get him with a puppy.
No, they didn't get him when he's a puppy. And he ate, so he's kenneled during the day, but found out for whatever reason, there's like a little latchy thing on his kennel, ate it. I'll show you a picture of it. It's a little it's about probably 3 inches. It's one of those things you pull the little knob down, whatever. I had to go and have it taken out, surgery. Oh, like $1,500. Oh. Yeah, because you couldn't get it out. And first of all, they didn't know he ate it for sure, but it wasn't anywhere in the room. And they're like, well, it's got to be.
Let's get an x-ray.
So that's what they did. Like, sure enough, there it is.
Oh, my God.
Just ate it.
Jack is beyond that now. And again, every time I say something.
Just knock it, I
want to knock on wood. He hasn't eaten anything he's not supposed to be eating for a long time.
That's good.
He doesn't destroy his toys anymore. We found BarkBox. I do BarkBox, like heavy-duty, heavy biters, heavy chewers.
Yeah.
Line. And he might... Like if the smaller ones like chew off a tail or chew off an ear on something, whatever the toy. But he doesn't destroy it and take all the stuffing out, trying to kill the squeaker. Which, if you remember, Doogie used to do that.
Yeah.
My little bitty palm. He would just he hated those squeakers so bad. He would just destroy whatever he had to get that squeaker out to kill it. Mm-hmm. But Jack he walks around with it in his mouth. If he could, he's like gumming it almost because he doesn't really tooth it. He doesn't bite through it, but he just squeak, 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 squeak.
Just like,
squeak.
Oh my God.
He just walks around squeaky, 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 squeaky.
Like a shark, like when you put a monitor on a great white shark and you're monitoring it around the Galapagos Islands, you know where Jack is every second just by the he just pings. Squeaky.
Yeah, you just hear it, and it's never violent. It's not aggressive. It's just a really light squeaking that he does when he's walking around with
light
it.
Squeaking.
But anyway, Jack has finally gotten beyond that. Remember, he used to tear the downspouts off the house. Mm-hmm. He would dig up the plastic under the landscaping. He was digging up roots. He was tearing bark off the trees.
He was discovering the world because he was in his terrible twos
or ones
equivalent to
all that
a human's terrible twos.
Right, I think so. And they discover the world with their mouth.
Yeah.
Essentially. So everything ends up, that got really quiet.
Oh, it did?
Is that me or is that yeah, it did. Or is that, are my ears going?
I don't.
What? Hello? Things just got really quiet.
I don't. We're going to break. Jill might be stroking out. Hold on. Is that better? Did you come back?
That's much better.
Okay,
Thank you. Back to the pop culture that I was talking about that we hadn't seen. So anyway, is the puppy okay though, Bye?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They she sent Beth a picture with the cone on yesterday, and he just looks sad because he's got a freaking cone around his head.
Might I suggest too, and I know a lot of people already know about them, but they have the inflatables that you can put around their neck because they can sleep on them like a pillow.
Oh, okay.
But they're a little inflatable that just go around and buckle, and it attaches to their collar. And that way they can't turn their head because this little inflatable's right there, but they can see their peripheral vision.
Oh, got it. Okay.
I'll
send that suggestion.
Just a thought.
Okay.
So story, I'm trying to find the story now. I got to find it. This came out on September 27th. That's just a couple days ago, right?
A couple days ago, yeah.
That was the day before this happened. Oh my God, really? So apparently,
which was the day that you were having your mouth hole worked on.
I don't know when I found this. I think I might have found maybe yesterday. Every day, everything feels like just a
right.
mush.
You're losing your hearing. What's going
Everything's
on?
gone. R. Kelly, who's been in and out of court forever for like 20 years, finally found guilty.
Heard that. Yep, saw that.
And could spend a decade, maybe 2, in prison, and that just made my day.
Yeah, because
just all the stuff about him and all the stories about him and Aaliyah in particular was when that all started. And she was like 13 years old.
Yeah, he's just gross.
Just a dirtbag. And he kept getting around it. And I know it was because he had the bucks to do it.
Those bucks went away really fast though. Because I remember, was it last year? At one point he had no money.
He had no bucks.
Nothing.
His buck bucket was empty.
Yeah, gone.
So anyway, that just kind of made my day when I saw that story and I grabbed it because I was like, you know what? We've been talking about that since we first started on the radio.
Yeah,
in Omaha, because that was going on.
And then because then there were stories of him with his cousin, like 14-year-old, 15-year-old cousin in the back of a limo, and like, why is this guy not in jail? And
he got found guilty for both trafficking and racketeering. So the trafficking is the one that good.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Good. Hopefully he does spend a very long time in jail.
I hope so too. All right. So what else did I have here? I had one. Oh, I know what it was. Wormhole. And this happened a few days ago. So thankfully this was pre-meds also.
This was pre-meds. Okay.
Yeah. Found I don't know how I came across this either, but this is really freaky. There is a roller coaster idea, and I don't think it's never been built. I don't know that it's ever been actually practiced, but the idea behind it, and it came up in a story I was reading. This is so out there. It's called the euthanasia coaster.
Why on earth would anyone get on the euthanasia coaster?
It is designed to do exactly what it says.
If somebody wants to end it, they can go on this, and chances are you will be scared to death.
It's from because you're in like what is it? The G-force?
Oh, yeah.
I think it was like 10G, 5G, 10G. And it inflicts 10G on its passengers for 60 seconds. And then the symptoms basically is a gray out. And so they said, or euphoric. And it is meant for people who were terminal and wanted to go out.
Wow.
And I'm like, somebody designed that. And that is the thing. Look it up if you get a chance. It's creepily fascinating.
People, you like when you go on hot air balloon rides or you go on these things, you have to sign waivers that if anything happens, you can't hold anybody responsible. So anything could happen at any time on those rides. If it's designed specifically for that.
Right. Isn't that just something though that somebody actually went that far and developed it?
But I would not. That's actually brilliant.
Right? Don't you feel awkward saying that? I feel
awkward saying that it's brilliant, but it's brilliant because people that have an issue with if someone is terminal of was it just a couple states have a doctor assisted suicide for people that are are in a really bad spot like that. But creating this is not a non-medicine situation. I don't know. That's brilliant.
It says that it came out in 2010. And it was a PhD candidate that came up with the idea. And he had actually worked at an amusement park. And this stated that the goal of his concept was to take lives with elegance and euphoria. So, because I'm
so torn on this guy.
I am too. But then I saw the design of this thing. I tell you what, looking at it, it takes you way, 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 way up high. And I think it's 510 meters, which is 1,600 feet up.
Good Lord.
And it takes 2 minutes to reach the top. It says any passenger that wished to get off at the top could do so. From there, it's a 1,600-foot drop that then would go into these loops, one loop after another loop,
And that's
after
where
another
the
loop.
G's.
Yeah,
Wow.
to accelerate. Isn't that just crazy? But anyway,
Holy, I'm just shook.
something I've never heard. I am just like, there was part of me that was like, oh wow, that is brilliant. God, that's terrible.
I know.
What am I saying?
I don't know what. I know it's.
So, euthanasia coaster.
I mean, it's that because I don't know. Like, I don't even know what to say about it.
I know. I'm sorry. I just had to bring that to the table. So I knew there would never come a time. I don't know if you can see that from there. That little design.
Yeah.
Restaurant.
Yeah.
The loops. Yeah.
Looks like our old Parkville logo.
It kind of does. Weird. Euthanasia Media.
Right, that's right. Oh, that's funny. So why don't we end this thing with your stupid weather app or whatever? Let's cleanse the palate of.
Okay, hold on. Let me go back. I
Like
found.
getting your eye plucked out by a raven.
Okay.
What is that
Okay.
even? What?
It's called Carrot. CARROT.
Okay.
And it's a weather app. It's purple. The little icon is a little purple dot. So if you find it.
Forecasting weather. There are some clouds in the sky. Also a few predator drones.
It's very accurate. I will say that. But
Because there are predator drones in the sky right now, probably.
She's kind of snarky. And you have choices of personality: a friendly, snarky, homicidal, or overkill, which includes profanity. I haven't tried that one yet. Should we try that real quick?
Yeah, let's try overkill. That's fun.
Try overkill and see what we get here.
Conjuring weather. Tap the share button at the top of the screen to send this forecast to your social media pals, or you'll drop your phone face down on the pavement.
Okay. So, okay, let me try that one more time. She didn't cuss. I want to make her cuss.
Redirecting storms. What a low energy sun. Total lightweight.
You're not cussing.
What? Cuss, lady.
I want her to cuss. I have her set it homicidal. Come on, do it.
If that's homicidal.
Changing weather patterns. That cloud looks like a human centipede.
Okay, that's gross.
Oh,
okay. What the hell?
We just wanted a cuss word. We didn't want human centipede.
I didn't need to hear
Reading
that.
tea leaves. It's partly f***ing cloudy.
There you go. There it is.
On that note.
On that note, I wish I could use that as our show title. Oh my gosh. Wow. Well, that was all over the map. Thank you guys for listening.
Pat and JT Podcast, a Hurrdat Media Production.